Yes.
Yes.
Now we're official.
Now we're official. Big WrestleMania replay.
WrestleMania wrap-up show.
WrestleMania wrap-up. I love that. Well, oh my gosh.
They got AfterBuzz. They got all kinds of different things. But it's a wrap-up. This is the official wrap-up
They
show.
went the show within 400 states because everybody was at WrestleCon in WrestleMania.
Exactly.
So I thought this was pretty exciting, boy. Anyway, okay, we'll knock this out, boy. Glad to have you back, buddy.
Glad to be back. Trust me.
All right. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another show. Dad, you don't work, you wrestle. You hear the claps. You know what time it is. George, how was your
Bullet,
weekend?
it was unbelievable. I want to tell you something, Bullet. It just gets better and better here at Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle Television and, of course, Rings, George South Training Center. We've got a ring full. Getting ready to get started tonight, Bullet. But I had just a great week. Something that I want to put, not in the idiot bag right away, Bullet, but right off the top of the bat. What a great WrestleMania. I'm just going to throw that right out there. People probably already writing us, emailing us, because I know there's somebody's going to complain about something.
Yeah.
But, man, of course, you know, black marketed it and watched it. But Bullet, the guys worked hard. I mean, and it's like I told a goof today. You know, what, 75,000 people in that place. And, of course, his comment was, well, some of them's free. But boy, listen, I know, and he ain't even going in the idiot bag, boy. So you put 75,000 people, I don't care, in your backyard. That's an accomplishment, boy. Don't tell you.
Listen, I got a free show next Monday for stand-up comedy. I guarantee we're not going to get 75,000.
So, boy, I kind of love that. Yeah. Boy, is that like the first official? Maybe?
Yeah, that would be my official debut.
Oh, boy,
next Monday, Comedy Zone, 7 p.m. Free show. So come on out.
Bullet, I may.
You may. Welcome. Just drop my name at the door.
I'm gonna be a heckler, so you can throw me out.
Unless you want me to be like Hannibal Buress, just losing on you.
I'm excited about that, Bullet. Shoot, man. Dang, you like.
It might be the one gig that I invite people to for quite some time. Everything else is going to be very Mooresville birthday party-ish from here on out. So, which I'm excited for. To do that.
Oh, really? That just throwed a little monkey. Boy, I'm excited about that. Really, very.
Anyways, that's a free show.
John Candy-ish, I think. Bullet, really. So I'm excited about that. But anyway, so that's here in Charlotte, of course, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, that's a free show, so I guarantee we're not going to get 75,000 people. So who cares?
But that's a great accomplishment, Bullet, brother. Really, you jumped right in with both feet and got your first little booking out of it, Bullet. I can say I knew you win, Bullet. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, it won't be long. I'll be here by myself. Oh my gosh, Bullet's going to start him. But anyway,
hardly.
Had a great. Now, will that be one more question, real quick? Is that improv or is it just?
No, that's a stand-up.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know about the improv stuff coming up.
Yeah, that's what I love. I don't think people realize how hard I get into watching that. I mean, that's just they don't tell you nothing. Very.
You would love improv.
Oh, I love it.
The fact that people go out there, no ring, no nothing, no sets, no costumes, make it happen. You may get a couple ideas of how to run a wrestling show, an improv show.
I love that. No talking in the back or nothing.
No.
Just go do it, Bullet. I love that. But anyway, with all that being said, Bullet, so much going on here.
Yeah.
Bullet, again, I want to put a quick plug in real quick, if you don't mind, about our Anderson brother. Of course, we're going into April here real quick.
April 24th.
And we just had a lot of feedback. Bullet, I got this one idiot in Lincoln that will not go in the idiot bag, but this is the guy that I mentioned. And I haven't met him. I don't even know him, but he's the one that has bugged the crap out of the school, not to help the school sell tickets, but this is the guy that basically asked me, what do I need him to do? Do I need him to manage or do I need him to do a run-in? And first, folks, I actually thought this was just a joke, but I talked to the principal yesterday about this, and this is a parent of one of the students there, and just to complete.
What we need him to do? Set up chairs.
Very good. And I told the principal, I said, just tell him that's what we need. This is what we need him to do.
Setting up chairs is going to do far more for that show than anything else.
That's exactly right. And so, anyway, ABC 7 coming up, Bullet, and we announced last week that you will be able to be a part of that, Bullet. So
I will be there.
Just a great fundraiser, of course, for Relay for Life. Got Jimmy Vant there, of course, Tessa Blanchard will be there, and all of our guys. Just a big tournament, just to bring a little bit of respect and just a mention back to the Anderson brothers, who, of course, we knew them real good here. So, anyway, all that being said, Bullet, so much going on. I thank everybody. I want to shut up here just for a minute. Thank everybody for the book. We sold 2 Bullet, this past week they went out. So I was pretty excited. Got a brand new shipment of the George South Wrestling School t-shirts that I will pick up Friday, if you can believe it. Okay. Kind of a neat feeling, Bull. I don't know what people are doing with them. I could care less, but they are being sold. And this new shipment's coming in. We've kind of, on the same topic of Relay for Life and cancer awareness and all that, we kind of put some pink into it, Bullet. Okay. No, we didn't just like buy cheap shirts and they turn colors. These are got like official pink in them, Bullet.
This is official pink.
This is official pink. See? not just a red shirt that George bought cheap. So, with all that being said, a lot of stuff going on, Bullet. And I'll shut up just for a second. You had a great weekend, of course. WrestleCon, WrestleMania, probably what, 200 pro wrestlers, maybe more. Bullet, I think everybody.
It was over 100. We had over 100 pro wrestlers. A few prima donnas. There's some words of prima donnas there. There's also some pro wrestlers there. Listen, if Terry Funk can walk from one end of the hotel complex to the other, you, person who gets $5,000 a booking, should be able to as well. And who is roughly only a few years older than me. You yourself should be able to walk across the complex. If Terry Funk with bad knees and all has no problem from walking one end to the other, you should have no problem.
I love that.
So that's all I got to say about that. but anyways, we got through it. We survived. It happened. That's all I can say. It most certainly happened.
And I know two people that are actually on our way back. Our Dungeon of Doom, Bullet. I think if they these boys are from Gastonia, and they've
never seen anything like that.
They've never seen nothing like it. I'm going to tell you that right now. And even now, as they're driving back in, they've sent me pictures just on the freeway of mountains. I mean, I'm telling you, and people, I'm not saying this to be funny. These are just two good boys from Gastonia. Never hardly. I don't think they've been out of North Carolina.
And I'm glad they got to really kind of take advantage of the surroundings, and especially with the drive back, and then they went to Mania.
That's exactly right.
That's something unfortunate I didn't get to spend a lot of time with because of my time was very monopolized with work and other such things. Like I left the hotel complex for the first time Sunday afternoon, and I'd gotten in at mid-evening on Thursday. Wow. So I hadn't left like a perimeter of a quarter of a mile. So like just going down the street to McDonald's was a big thing for me. So I'm glad that they got to kind of see the sights and to see some things they wouldn't normally see.
That's exactly right.
And I think that's really what the experience of WrestleMania is, going to these different places and experience something.
That's what it's all about. Well, and they got to meet a lot of the wrestlers that they have just been fans of for years. I know they sent me pictures, of course, with Rey Mysterio. I mean, just guys, RVD, guys like that they really never thought they'd have an opportunity to meet. And then just to be able to go to WrestleMania, they're very appreciative of that. So we're going to have to book some shows so they'll be there to set the ring up. But just glad that all that worked out. Well, they're on their way home back now, and they sent me some pictures of mountains and canyons and tumbleweeds and deserts, and they're just they're very, very excited. So just want to give our hats off to that. But a lot of stuff going on here. Of course, WrestleMania is out of the way. We don't stop, Bullet, as you know.
Actually, I picked up a booking today.
Oh.
Picked up a booking for Friday. I will be at Steve Carino's.
Oh.
He had some people that canceled. I think they realized it is Easter Sunday weekend.
Yeah.
Easter weekend. Well, don't worry, Bullet Jake Manning has no problem working on Easter weekend.
No, he don't, buddy. So Easter's on Sunday anyway. Yeah, so we'll knock it out Friday.
I'm even going to scoop up Booker T on my way there, and we're going to do this show. And
I love that.
Have a good time and stuff like that. So
that's Friday, right?
That's Friday. That's Friday out there. I believe if you just look at PWF, wrestling, Coastal, something, it's
a great thing. He's been doing good out there.
He's been doing real good. He's got a new venue, and he really needed some good people, and a bunch of people canceled. So I offered to. I wanted to take the weekend off, but for Steve, he most certainly have my time, and also too, I'm gonna work out something with him to do a little interview with him for my other show that doesn't have a where I'm the host, not the co-host, called Stranger in a Southern Land. So I'll be probably interviewing him just for the show. So I'm going to get a couple things out of it. So make it more worthwhile.
And his last show, he used one of our ladies that's training here, Bullet. One of her, as a matter of fact, it was her first match, and he just had real nice things to say about her. And I just appreciate him using them, and that's what our training school's all about. Yeah. Just getting these guys and girls ready to where they can branch out and go start working some of these shows. Like we've always said, that's where the fun's at, being able to travel out. So good luck on that. Of course, I'll be almost that far out. Of course, Saturday night, Raleigh, we'll be there in Raleigh for the big Ivan Koloff tag team tournament. Me and my son's tagging, so they ain't no telling what will happen. And Maybe we'll advance, maybe we won't. But I don't want to advance, okay? I want to advance from the ring over to my gimmick table. That's the only advance I want, boy. Okay?
I got a tournament booked in July, and I better not think that I'm going to the second round here. Because the streak almost came unhinged this weekend, George. I almost went over this weekend. There was a small possibility that the streak could have ended, but I've kept it alive. I think it's been since June of last year.
I love that.
It's been since I've won a singles match.
Now, boy, listen, you can't win because we'll have to go back like WWE did and edit out all of the videos of you actually winning because it'll kill it.
Exactly.
So we got to keep that going, boy.
I have not pinned anybody. I have not submitted anybody. I have not won any countouts. So.
We're keeping that streak. Undertaker's streak may be over, but yours is not over.
I'm truly the Undertaker.
And boy, I love that, Bullet. Oh, and I do want to put just a little bit. Ain't much said about it, Bullet. But I was as a growing up, and I don't know if you watched, saw these movies or not. But he just passed away, and I was a big fan of his. Of course, Billy Jack, not the wrestler Billy Jack, but Tom Laughlin, who from the Billy Jack series when we were all kids. And of course, we all thought we were Billy Jack. I got my tail beat so many times thinking I was Billy Jack. But he just passed away this past week, and wasn't much. It's kind of sad. Wasn't much said about it. You know what I'm saying? And I know he was older in years, but those movies really. The thing I like about those series of movies, it makes me think of you, Bullet, because he was one of the first movie makers to go out on his own and say, okay, if I can't get the backing, I'm gonna do this myself. And he really. A lot of movie makers, almost like Vince McMahon and XFL, a lot of movie makers learned a lot from him about how to, I'll never forget when Billy Jack came out, he couldn't get nobody to finance it, Bullet, so he went out with his own money and rented movie theaters. And then it just like took a second life then. So he said, okay, if I don't get the big money, I'll do it myself.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of filmmakers that are doing that right now and did some wonderful stuff. John Favreau just did that with the movie Chef, and it's a lot of fun.
And that's some of the best. I love that. That's some of the best movies. But anyway, he just passed away, Bullet, and I was a big fan of his. And anyway, so wasn't much said about it. I just want to give our prayers and our wishes to his family, Bullet, here on Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle Television. So with all that being said, Bullet, we do got one. But we've touched on this a few times in our illustrious TV, internet career, Bullet, and I'm going to throw this. It's going to be a quick one here today, Bullet. And I kind of harped on this when KISS was going to get back together, Bullet, for the big awards, Hall of Fame. Of course, fans, the true KISS fans opened up their big fat mouths and ruined it to where Gene Simmons just said, we ain't going to play at all. Well, everybody knows, Bullet, I'm living in the 80s, Bullet. I want to go out with that. Me and Eddie Money's best friends, Bullet, and all that. But Van Halen, who I have loved since they got me through, when I did go to school, Bullet, they got me through school.
Yeah.
Okay? And it doesn't matter, and you always hear that crap, who's the original and who ain't, but Bullet, they're back, believe it or not. Nobody may not know it, but Van Halen, for the last 50 years, have laid low, ain't did nothing. No album, no nothing. Yeah. Well, Bullet, they're back. Okay, and they're going on a world tour. They're coming to Charlotte, Bullet, believe it or not, and they've got an album coming out. So 2 nights ago, and actually last night and tonight, had a double booking on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Okay, played live. They shut down Hollywood Boulevard. Bullet, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, and all I quit reading. The true Van Halen fans, who they are going to be the ones going into idiot bag, Bullet, because nothing.
I can get behind this.
Nothing was right. If you hear them say it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, they were just outright mean. I mean, and these are people that have been wanting to see Van Halen. So, with all that being said, Bullet, we're touching the rock and roll fan segment, who they're about as dumb as pro wrestling fans, some of them, but I'm throwing the Van Halen fans, the Van Halen army, didn't even know they had an army, into the idiot bag because of all the stupid complaints. I mean, I heard everything. That David Lee Roth couldn't sing anymore, that they even got as bad to say, the bass player is Eddie Van Halen's son now. They even said he needed to lose weight. What?
Well, like Mike Anthony was much skinnier, and I love Michael Anthony, and I do wish Michael Anthony was playing bass, but at the same time, too, I get the point. I get the point that Eddie wants to have his son on tour.
I know.
I understand.
Honestly, and Bullet, listen, seriously, and I'm going to relate wrestling right into this as we close this out. I believe that same thing. I used to say that when people would say that Dusty Rhodes booked his son and so booked their son. And I'm thinking the whole time like what you just said. If that was my son, honestly, I said it with Bill Watson, all of them. I I would book my son. If I could get my son a job and get him a payoff, I would do it. But anyway.
Well, and I understand that too, because when I see Colby Carino, I want to do everything I possibly can to help him out. And then I realize, oh, well, this is all whatever. You know, everybody talks about nepotism. Well, I'm sure the same thing goes on with Dusty Rhodes when he sees somebody of a friend of a friend.
That's
or
exactly
like
right.
One of Wyndham's kids or Rotundo's kids.
That's exactly
It's the same thing that goes through my head. We're like, oh, well, Steve was good to me, so I'll be good to his son.
That's
well, guess what? I'm just not in a position of power. So that's the only difference.
And boy, you know as well as I do, 9 times out of 9 or 10 times out of 10, their sons deserve it. Everybody says, oh, so-and-so, he can't work. But most of the time, those younger folks, but with all that being said, I'm glad that Van Halen is just playing music. Yeah. It's what that's my point I'm trying to make, Bullet.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I wish Michael Anthony was playing bass because he is a wonderful guy and something I understand, and it was kind of what happened, Michael Anthony said himself, he goes, if Eddie wants to play with his son, that's fine. I get it, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
It probably could have been communicated a little better, but that's not
exactly
the point.
Right.
But here's the important thing. When I got interested in Van Halen, it was the Van Hagar years.
Oh, I know that.
And I liked and so all I knew of Van Halen was Van Hagar.
That's exactly right.
But when I discovered the David Lee Roth stuff, I realized how incredible and awesome that was.
That's right.
And at that juncture in time, the thought of seeing David Lee Roth and Eddie Van Halen on the same stage was beyond.
Amen, Bullet. Testify. Testify, Devon. Testify.
Conception in my mind. The fact that I am seeing Eddie Van Halen and David Lee Roth on the same stage still blows my mind every time I see it.
Bullet,
because I remember the music video awards and the fact that Eddie said you better wear a cup next time you see me,
right.
And then the Gary Sharon years, and the fact that we've now gotten to the point that David Lee Roth is on the same stage making music with Eddie Van Halen again. Amen. We need to cherish that has actually happened.
Bullet, thank you so much. Okay, I'm just telling you right now, Bullet. That was what I was trying to say.
In whatever capacity it is, you're seeing something that wasn't supposed to happen.
That's exactly right, and that's why all the fans that have, and they brought that up. Where's Sammy Hagar at when you need him? You know, he was the best. And
listen, they were trashing Sammy when he was around.
I know that. I know that. And what a lot of people don't know, and I read this. Gene Simmons made this fact known when he was talking about the different members of Kiss. The Van Hagar years, they've actually sold more albums than the original Van Halen. So they were, and all I'm saying here is just enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? But I have not seen, I've seen nothing positive about it. I just quit reading the crap. And the only reason I was reading it is because if you watch their little video when they played live, they played live like you said, David Lee Roth, Eddie Van Halen on the same stage. Just enjoy the moment. What is wrong with people, Bullet? So anyway, they're in there, boom. So we cover all areas of the entertainment industry.
Exactly.
Bullet, all areas of entertainment industry.
We're the Nerdist Podcast or something.
Very
Covering all industries.
Wayne's World who?
Yeah,
Bullet,
exactly.
You, brother. Wayne World stole it from us, Bullet. But anyway, thank you so much. I'm glad to have you back, Bullet. Very, very excited about the debut at the Comedy Zone.
Comedy Zone in Charlotte next Monday. It'll be 7 p.m. I think it's a free show, so come on in. Just drop my name at the door.
Oh, I love that, Bullet. Very good.
There.
Very good. And what will also work if you drop our name at the door, Bullet, but still got to pay for it, is
the second greatest movie of all time, which is available at highspots.com. And if you want to know more about what me and George are doing, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManny.
Yes.
So once again, thanks you for joining us for another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Thank you, Bullet. Good job, buddy. Good job, man. You summed up that whole Van Halen strategy.
Listen, people making fun because he can't kick as high. Get over it.
You're exactly right.
I'm half his age. I can't kick that high.
And I guess he had cut his nose on a wire or something, so he wore a Band-Aid when he played. And of course, they were all complaining, not about the songs, and it was two of their the hits that they sung, but people were complaining about what's that on his nose, and I'm thinking, just enjoy it, man.